Tangulu, 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 Tangulu. Is that a cake nista at my door? Come on in. How's it going? How's the weather out there? Is it hot and cold at the same time? Yes, it is. I have plenty of treats, cakes over here, whatever it takes for you to subscribe. Hey Cakenistas, it's Marisha. Welcome back to another video, another tasty video. Y'all, we're about to have a really tasty good time. I've been wanting to do Tangulu, anything for a while. So Tangulu is an Asian candied fruit. You can do Tangulu strawberries, mandarin oranges, kiwi. I've been wanting to make these Tangulu strawberries because I'm like, what's the big deal? We know what sugar tastes like. We know what strawberries taste like. Everybody's acting like this is so delicious, so different. So I need to try it for myself. I can't just do some strawberries and call it a day. I want to make Tangulu strawberry cupcakes. So I'm going to make a fresh, light strawberry cupcake that is amazing. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And I'm going to do a nice cream cheese frosting, and then I'm going to top that with the Tangulu strawberry. If you have not done so yet, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Press on the notification bell, and let's get started. First off, I'm going to make a white cake. So in a mixing bowl, I'm going to add in some softened, half melted, unsalted butter. Of course, you don't have to go half melted. I just went a little bit too far with my microwave, okay? So I'm going to mix all of this by hand, and you definitely can pull out a handheld mixer, but this is a very easy recipe, so it's not necessary in my opinion, but do what you need to do. I'm going to add in my granulated sugar as well and begin to give this a little whisk. If you are doing the handheld mixer, then you're going to go ahead and mix for a couple of minutes. If you're doing it by hand, just mix it until it begins to get fluffy. Now I'm going to add in my egg whites. We're omitting the egg yolks, and that's what makes this a white cake. Go ahead and save those egg yolks for a nice little custard, maybe a creme brulee, something fancy. And now I have my dry ingredients. I'm just combining them because I'm not quite ready to put them in just yet. I need to add in my extracts. I really want to whisk that in. So you're going to see me add in some almond extract first. I thought this would be a really, really nice flavor with my strawberry, as well as a dot, okay, 2 or 3 dots, literally just a little drop of vanilla. I don't want to color my cake with anything other than strawberry. So now I'm going to add in my dry ingredients, which includes flour, cornstarch, salt, and baking powder. I'm going to only add in half. This is such a small amount, so I'm only doing half, and then I'm going to add in my buttermilk, mix a little bit, and then finish with that flour. Now please feel free to double the recipe for a full cake or a dozen cupcakes. I'm only making enough for 6 cupcakes today, just to show you guys how amazing this recipe is, and of course so that I can make my Tangulu. Now I have some fresh diced strawberries. I'm going to add that to my bowl, and I purposely don't want to mix too much because I don't want to color my batter. Now I already have my oven preheating at 350 degrees, so now I'm going to go ahead and fill my cupcake pan with my batter. Beautiful, lovely, everything you want in a cupcake, toughly, everything you need in your life, fluffy. Okay, I ran out of lyrics. Now these are going to bake in the oven for about 17 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted comes out clean. Let's move on to the star of the show, the Tangulu. In the sauce pot, I'm going to add 2 parts granulated sugar and 1 part water. We're going to allow that to reduce for about 15 minutes. One rule of thumb here is not to stir. Do not stir. That is a good way to crystallize your sugar and ruin the batch. You're going to swivel like a gentle dove, like that. You can swivel, and you're gonna have a brush with water, and And you're going to dip that watery brush around the inside of your pot so that if any sugar crystals jump up to the sides, they're just ran back down into the water. Really, the easiest method is to just put a lid on your pot. The steam that comes up gets trapped and then it runs back down, cleaning the sides of the pot very nicely for you and saving you that step. Yesterday, I did soak my strawberries for a couple of hours in a mixture of water, baking soda, and vinegar. I allowed them to completely dry overnight, and that's what I have here. I'm going to put a toothpick in each strawberry so that I can safely dip my strawberries in my syrup. We're bringing the syrup up to about 300 degrees Fahrenheit, which is called hard crack stage. That is the stage where you can make a cracking candy. That's what we need. If you don't have a thermometer, it's not the end of the world. I don't either. You just have to know what to look for. This is perfect. There isn't much color to it just yet, but it was getting there. But you're going for a thick syrup. Now, if you want to test it, go ahead and dip a kebab stick or even the back of a spoon into that syrup and then into some ice water. And if it crunches when you bite it, then you know that it's ready. So as you can see, I have dipped the strawberry, you guys. You see the little smoke. I said, let me put it right back in that ice water. Yes, we're going into ice water to stop that cooking and to keep that strawberry in its perfect condition and to allow it to harden immediately. Oh my goodness, it's sitting there looking gorgeous. There's an important part that I did not remember at that very moment, and that is to make sure that you set your strawberries on a surface that is oiled well, like with vegetable oil, or even some parchment paper or a silicone mat would be my preference, because that sugar definitely will stick to whatever surface you just sit it on, which it kind of did onto my plate. So I had one that actually cracked a little bit because it was stuck to the plate, but I was able to save the majority of them in time. I don't know why I made such a little baby amount of sugar syrup, because I'm like struggling now. Now, please be careful when doing this. 300 degrees of hot sugar syrup is a second-degree burn that you do not want to know about, okay? Neither do I. You can do it while it's still clear, or you can wait until it moves into an amber color. Now, naturally, when your sugar starts to turn amber, it's gonna have a little bit more flavor. So if you like that little light caramel flavor, then go for that. But if you just want that glass look, then you're going to use the sugar while it's still clear. I got my cake. Don't let the camera fool you guys. They're actually very white. It looks like they're yellow, but they're very white, okay? There's just a little bit of saturation in the video, but they look beautiful. Once I dipped this third strawberry, my sugar actually started to crystallize. It's a very bothersome look, and it's a chain reaction. Once one sugar crystal starts, they all form with that one, and then they begin to crystallize. There is a way to bring it back. You simply just add more water, put it back on the heat, and then it goes back to where it was. See, not everything is ruined. Sometimes you just have little setbacks. Little situations. I feel like that's something Bob Ross would say. Little situations. So a little bit of water, put it back on the stove, and you're good. I'm piping some fluffy cream cheese frosting. I truly think that for this recipe, a Swiss meringue would be wonderful as well, or even a whipped cream, something just light and dainty, because this is a somewhat fancy cupcake. Although cream cheese and strawberries, you can't go wrong. I can't get enough of that. So I'm doing a simple swirl, and I'm giving my sugar syrup some time to go back to the stage that I had it before. I definitely had to show you guys the bottom of that cupcake because it was just perfection. I remember I used to burn a lot of the bottoms of my cupcakes, and that's because I had them on the bottom rack in my oven. Either that or I wasn't using a good cupcake pan. Your cupcake pan really does make all the difference, and definitely keep your cupcakes on the center rack. I have been through so much over the past 12 years of baking, y'all. It's crazy. I have all of my strawberries ready, and they're gonna go right onto these cupcakes. So simple. You know, I was thinking of doing something else as far as the decoration. No, we are stopping with the star, the Tangulu. We don't need anything else. I love just this simple glass-like strawberry. It's selfie time. They are so photogenic. This cake is beautiful. It is so moist. I love the lightness of it. It's like fluffy and it's so flavorful with the almond. If perfection were a cupcake, you're looking at her, okay? Couture and a Tangulu strawberry cupcake. Bye, guys. This is my first reaction of the Tangulu strawberry right here. I know. Y'all, it tasted like the sweetest strawberry juice ever. And I think even the fact that it got like this flash cook in a sense on the outside of the strawberry helps to release those juices. It's like the sweetest strawberry juice ever. And it's actually kind of amazing. And I would love to try it on a grape, a fruit that has tartness to it. I would love to try candied lemon. That's lemonade for real. I definitely recommend that you guys give this a try. You want to try to get as thin of a coat of that sugar syrup as you possibly can. My third strawberry got the thickest coat ever. And whoa, when I tell y'all that was so hard to bite into, and it was almost like you couldn't enjoy it as much, you just want a nice thin layer. Would y'all give this a try? I hope that you would. The cake and Easter comment of the day is going to go to Sherry Brooks 888 on my Summer Farmers Market bakery setup, beating the heat video. Cherry Brooks says, I love your videos, love. I'm so inspired by you. I'm planning on doing pop-up shops and flea market events for the first time this year. Yay. I'm excited and nervous at the same time. Your videos are so helpful, love. Please keep making them. I absolutely will. And that's how I feel too. I feel excited and nervous at the same time. When I first start to see customers, I think I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's get this party started. When I first started doing these shops, I didn't know that vendor events and pop-up shops really existed like that. I never actually thought about it like this is like a whole thing and this is like a whole world. I just saw something on Craigslist and I was like, oh, they're talking about setting up a table to sell your stuff. I think I should try that. I didn't know what to expect at all. I honestly feel like if back then, and there might have been YouTube videos about it back then, but I literally just started looking at other market vlogs this past year. So I never, ever saw anybody else's process for setting up, breaking down, selling what they have. Everything that I do is literally just based on my personal experience. And I truly feel like had I watched videos prior to my first one, I would have been even more nervous. Sometimes, like, I'm just a person, I just have to kind of go into it. I don't want you to see these videos and feel nervous, like anxiety nervous, like, oh my goodness, I'm scared. A lot of y'all write me, y'all like, I'm scared. It's really exciting and it's a lot of fun. And you're just there to meet people. And I'm gonna be totally honest with y'all, I have been in places like churches in the basement where I only got maybe 8 customers and I sat there for 5 hours. You just can't even really anticipate all the time what you're gonna get. So you might as well just enjoy the ride. Don't be nervous, be prepared. Be prepared. I feel like this is a whole story time. I'm gonna go into story time mode in the next video. I just have so much to like get off my mind and my heart. So look out for that. I'm gonna do a story time of my first pop-up shop. So impromptu. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please remember to like it. And if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I appreciate it. Comment down below, say hello, and I will see you on the next video. Bye, Cake Nistas.